guys, welcome back to my channel. I forgot to film an intro for this video, so I am truly sorry about that. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and get started. So as you can see, I'm doing my foundation. I'm using my Matte and Poreless Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I'm just blending that out with my damp beauty blender. This is my favorite way to apply my foundation. I love this foundation. It's so cheap but so good. Amazing drugstore foundation. And like I said, my favorite way to apply it is with a damp beauty blender. Going on to my concealer, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade Sand. I think it's number 20. And I'm just going to be applying that under the eye in a triangle shape and down my nose. I also prime my lids with this concealer as well, and then between my brows and on my chin. And then again, I'm just going to be blending that out with my beauty blender. I use that bottom side of the sponge for my foundation and then that pointy side for my under eye and to blend out my concealer. It's a perfect shape for under the eye, so I feel like it's really easy to blend it out with this. I love my beauty blender to blend out my concealer. Going on to setting the concealer and face, I'm going to be using my Airspun powder and beauty blender and just applying that under the eye and let that bake for a few minutes. I don't usually set the entire or bake the entire face. I just bake under there as well as the chin, and then I just apply powder onto my eyelids to set that concealer. Going on to the eyes, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35K palette, and I'm going to mix these two shades. This is a reddish and then a brown kind of orangey toned shade. These are very pigmented, and I feel like I forgot how pigmented they are. So when I first applied it, it came off as really heavy, but that's okay because we're just going to be blending that out. I like to blend out really well that first application of the transition color just so that everything can fade nicely into it. I do build up this color quite a few times. You will see me do it through this process. I will apply a little bit more and a little bit more, and it just makes it more intense. But that first application of the transition color, I like to blend it, make sure that it's nicely fading into the darker colors. I also forgot to show the brush that I'm using, or at least the name and number of it, but I will list all of that down below for you guys. That way, if you like these brushes, then you can purchase them yourself. I'm really liking this one that I'm using right now. It is perfect for blending for the transition shade. I'm absolutely loving this brush. It's not only for blending, you can also use it for the crease, and it's just an amazing universal brush. But as you can see, I'm still applying more of that reddish brown tone and just blending that in there, applying more and more to make it intense. You just want to make sure that you are blending throughout it, making sure that it's fading gradually as opposed to harsh lines. You can also leave it at this, but I am going to go ahead and make it a little bit darker and smokier. I do love this look, and it's an amazing smoky all matte look. So that is what I'm going to be doing here. Once I have done that reddish brown tone in the transition shade, I'm going to go into this medium to dark brown shade, and I'm using a different brush which I will list down below. Again, like I said, this one is a little bit more dense, and it's honestly perfection for the crease. I'm just going in there and not very precisely, but just trying to blend that into the crease, creating that smoky gradual effect. I'm just making sure to blend it into the reddish brown tone. By the way, I'm sorry that I keep saying I have a huge problem with that. But anyways, there I go again. So I'm going to be blending this out, applying obviously the same way that I always do my smoky processes, applying the transition, then making it darker and darker and darker, and just blending throughout this entire process. This will be the easiest way that you can create a smoky eye as opposed to just going into the dark colors and trying to blend it all out in the end. This is the easiest way for me to do my smoky eyes. It does take a little bit more time, but it makes the smoky, like I said, fade gradually into that transition shade. It's smoky, it's blended, no harsh lines, or at least I don't think so, but this is how I like to do my smoky eyes. By the way, guys, please let me know if the lighting is a little bit off in this video. I kind of felt like it was, I don't know, a little off, and if you guys feel the same way, please let me know. I'm still trying to work with that and make it perfect for you guys. Obviously, I can't make it perfect, but I can at least try. Now I'm going to go into this darker brown shade, and I just like dabbed it very lightly into the black. As you can see, these colors are super duper pigmented and intense. I literally dabbed it in there, the lightest dab, and you can already see how it made a difference in the smoky eye. You can kind of see that black and darker brown effect in there now. Again, just going through, blending all of that out, and then if I feel like it needs a little bit more, then I just go through and add more. Now I'm going to go into this light kind of tan creamy color, and I'm applying that with this e.l.f. brush and just focusing that on the lid and blending that into the darker colors as well. Basically what I do is apply that on half of it and then just grab that brush that I use for my darker colors and just blend it out. But I'm just doing that to both of my eyes, of course, making sure it blends in very nicely. For some reason, I don't have the clip where I grabbed the brush that I used for the darker colors and blended that in together, but I did do that. As you can see here, it doesn't show a harsh line between the light color and the darker color, so I did go through and blend that out. Now I'm going to create my wing very quickly. I usually speed through this process, but I'm just gonna let you guys see how I do that. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, I didn't even mention it. I did do my brows at some point in this video, I don't even know where, but I did them, and I have a tutorial for my brows if you guys want to see that tutorial separately. It just takes a lot of time to film it and to put it in the video. It adds like 3-4 minutes, and I don't want the videos to be super long and be repeated from things that I do constantly. Just like this wing liner, you guys see me do it all the time, and I have a specific tutorial for it. If that bothers you guys that I take those parts out, please let me know. It just does make the full face tutorial extremely long, and I try to make it as minimal as possible. But anyways, going to create this wing, trying to make it as sleek as possible and as sharp as possible. And I'm just using the NYC liquid eyeliner. I'm just going to be letting that dry before I apply my lashes, and I'm going to go into my contour. This is the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and it's a really amazing drugstore contouring palette. I actually haven't really used the highlight shade a lot, but the contouring color is amazing. I've been using it constantly lately, and I love it. It's amazing, like I said, for a drugstore powder. I haven't really found one that I like a lot, and this one is thebomb.com. It's not too cool, not too warm, perfect for contouring, and I'm just using my Morphe angled brush for that. And I'm just hitting the regular areas that I normally contour, such as my cheekbones, temples, forehead, and the jawline as well. And then I'm going to go into this bronzer, MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer, and this Eco Tools brush, and just lightly blending out that contour a little bit from that line, adding a little bit of warmth to it. And then I used the Beauty Blender and the Airspun powder, and I'm cleaning up that contour, creating a line, and then I'm just going to be blending it out later. Now I'm going to be applying my blush. This is the Revolution blush in the shade Nude with my, what's it called? Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm just applying that there, as you can see. Couldn't tell if I wanted more or if I was good. Clearly I needed more. And now I'm going to be blending that line out, and as you can see, it gives you a nice, sharp, cleaned up contour. Now I'm going to be taking this Morphe pencil brush, and I just took that red brown shade and that medium brown shade, and I'm just applying that directly to the lower lash line for a little bit of definition. Now I'm going to pop on my lashes. These are the Queen Bee lashes from Coco, I think that's what they're called, and I love, 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 love these lashes. They are amazing, dramatic, just like me. Now I'm going to apply my highlighter. This is the Tarte highlighting palette. I don't know the exact name. I'll list it down below. And with my big, huge, enormous fan brush from Morphe, I'm going to be applying that at the highest point of my cheeks, as well as on the nose a little bit, and the Cupid's bow. And you can apply as much of this as you want. Some people want an intense highlight, some want more of a natural glow. I don't even know what I was going for this day. I just kept applying it. Clearly, I wanted that super, super glowy look. Anyways, going on to highlighting the inner corner, just using those same highlighting shades, I mix both of them and apply that to the inner corner. Now I'm going into my mascara. I just use this Maybelline Colossal Mascara, and I kind of tilt it to the side a little bit first and apply that kind of at an angle, focusing it on my real lashes. I don't really want to apply a lot of mascara to my false lashes because then it just kind of shortens its lifespan, and I like these to last me as long as they can possibly last. And then I decided to apply this Rimmel London Nude pencil liner to my waterline. Or you can apply a black liner and just smudge it and make it more of a smoky effect. And then I'm just going to apply my mascara on my lower lashes, give them a few coats so they're not naked. And then taking my NYX Cairo, I think that's what it's called, matte lip cream, and applying that all over my lips. And then you will see me apply NYX Skin Tone Gloss. It's a very beautiful gloss. I loved it over top of this nude lip, as you will see here. It's very glossy, very pigmented. Love this gloss. I've heard it's very similar to one of Kylie's lip glosses. I haven't tried any of them, so I can't tell you that it's similar, but it's a very beautiful gloss for sure. NYX has done amazing with their lip colors. Super affordable. Love them. Once you have done that, this look is complete. I didn't have time to do my hair, but the makeup is the main focus. As you can see, it looks awesome. I love this super smoky matte look. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like it. I'll have more videos soon, I promise.